Hello, I'm Beth the Builder, and this week's Honest Home Repair is fixing this leaky spigot. Look at it. Oh my god, it's a mess. What someone's attempted to do is wrap plumber's tape or Teflon tape around the outside of this spigot when that's obviously not working and it's not helpful. I'm hoping this is gonna go really smoothly. It should be a relatively simple fix, but as all DIYers know, and also homeowners know, sometimes the simplest things end up being like a big damn deal. So hopefully it goes smoothly. Okay, so this is plan B, because that really did not go smoothly. So sometimes the DIY projects that you think are going to be the easiest, they end up biting you in the ass and being like, don't you think I'm easy? I'm not. I'm not that kind of project. You don't know me, you know? And then they're not easy at all. And what you thought was going to be like, oh, it'll take me like an hour, is suddenly like, it's been a week and you still haven't solved the problem. So what I got worried about is I couldn't get a pipe wrench onto the actual pipe and then to hold that so that I could crank the spigot off with another wrench. I don't have like Hulk strength, but that's what I got worried about, is that I was going to end up making it worse by not being able to hold it correctly. And also, this isn't leaking. It's just the top of this handle that's kind of leaking. And because the only way to shut this water off is to shut all the water off in the house, if like what I was worried about happened, where then suddenly like you can't turn it off at all, then I would have to call a plumber, because I can't just shut the water off permanently in my house because I broke a weird spigot outside. So I just got worried that I was going to make it worse, and it's not worth it. Like, it's not worth making it worse to me, because you can just shut it off and it's not a big deal. And it is annoying that like it, you know, rains water everywhere when you want to do something with a hose. I figured, let's pause and not just use brute strength here. Again, I'm not the Hulk, but let's use our heads and kind of like go back to the drawing board, because I don't want to make this problem worse. Plan B, I did some research about like how to stop leaks. You know, what's a thing that you can use, like a product. So this is what I came up with. This is called JB Weld Steel Stick. And they have a couple different products. Another one I looked at was called like Water Weld, which is like for underwater things and other whatever repairs with pipes and water type things like pools and whatnot. So, but this one's specifically for metal, which seemed to be the right thing. So it's for aluminum, brass, bronze, copper, iron, plumbing, automotive, rust damaged, household repairs, strip threads, etc. So I believe this was like $4. So it is a steel reinforced epoxy putty. Wow, say that 10 times fast. We're gonna try that, because the only thing that's leaking on this is this dumb little handle seal. I feel like maybe this will do the job and all will be well in the world of Beth's plumbing, because I was super pissed when that did not work. I couldn't get this off. And again, I didn't want to make it worse. That's what we're going to do. It's super simple instructions. You just remove the amount of putty you want, and then you just like knead it. And then it says, press putty firmly to the surface to be repaired. That's what we're going to do. So I'm going to take the dumb Teflon tape off of here and then kind of try and clean the surface, because it says for the best results to remove any dirt, grease, etc. from the surface, and then roughen it up with like sandpaper or a file or something. So I'm going to do that, and then hopefully this will have solved the problem. But we're going to find out, and I'll let you know, because the other thing was a bust. I'm gonna wear gloves because it says, do not breathe vapors, wear protective gloves, clothing, eye and face protection. And then it has a bunch of warnings. So safety first, wearing some gloves. Remove required amount of putty. Thoroughly knead putty with fingers to a uniform color. It doesn't give you gloves or something, so I'd like to know how that's supposed to work. What if you don't have gloves? Okay, and we're kneading to a uniform color. Got it. Okay. It's like horrible, toxic Play-Doh. Okay, well that seems like a consistent color. Okay, so obviously this isn't my first option, nor is it, I think, probably a long-term solution. I don't really know. I guess we'll see if I've actually even solved the problem. So it says that it cures in 1 hour, set time 5 minutes. I'm gonna give it longer than that just to really make sure before I test it. But yeah, I don't know how long this is really gonna hold up or if really this is even gonna be a good solution. I've never used anything like this, so I figured I'd try it and let you guys know, how it goes. I don't know, maybe it'll last another 25 years. Who knows? Obviously, you can call a plumber and they'll just come out and fix this. I'm all about, DIYing and being honest about how it goes. And this isn't like an ongoing leak. Like, you can shut it off and it doesn't leak. It is annoying, when you go to use the garden hose or something that then you get rained on. It's also wasteful. So, but hey, that's why I built a rain barrel. So check that out. It's pretty impressive. So yeah, there's always other solutions to your problem. You don't have to just go with like the normal solution. A, calling a plumber. B, just replacing that whole thing. You can patch a thing, okay? The house police aren't gonna show up until you get the f*** out and that you're wrong. All right, it might be temporary, but it might get you by long enough until you can afford to fix that thing a little bit more permanently, or till you have time to do it yourself or something. So, this costs like $4. I have like, 2/3 of the tube left, so maybe I'll put some more on if this doesn't solve the problem. But I don't know, I guess I have pretty high hopes for this. But yeah, so we're gonna wait, let this cure for, multiple hours, and then we'll kind of see if we fixed our problem. Okay, so I let this cure for multiple hours and came back and checked it, and I would say it is 50% fixed. So this was leaking, and then it also leaks from the handle, kind of. And once I saw that, because it's really hard to determine what's leaking when it's all wet and leaky, so once this leak was fixed, I realized, oh, maybe this needs new washers inside. That's pretty simple. But now I can't take this apart because I've effectively sealed this so that this doesn't come apart. Yeah, so I fixed one of the leaks and I'm just gonna kind of call it a day on this. So it's somewhat better. This again wasn't like a super pressing problem or something. This spigot has definitely given me a run for my money. I went inside and had a bit of a cry because it's just really frustrating and annoying for something simple like this to still not be 100% fixed. So unless you're willing to just drop hundreds of dollars and pay someone to fix that thing, this is sometimes how it goes, where you try a few things and you get halfway and you're like, man, I think this thing is kicking my ass, and this is maybe as good as it gets for right now. Maybe in the future I will revisit this and try again, but it was just kind of something on my radar that was mildly annoying, and I figured, well, that can't be too difficult, can it? It can. This epoxy stuff is like 10 out of 10. I totally recommend it. It is hardcore, it's really easy to use, and yeah, it's like super solid. It stopped that from leaking, but I can't use that up here because this still has to turn. So that's a flaw in that kind of repair. But probably should have tried getting new washers for inside there first. But I don't know a ton about plumbing. I have done very few things with plumbing, and some of them have gone really well, some of them have gone really poorly, and that's just how it goes. Hey, what project has made you cry or made you like punch a hole in something? All right, I want to know about it, because I can't be the only one who sometimes cries because a project doesn't go my way. I'll show you guys when I'm not standing right next to it. I'll turn it on where it's now leaking and show you the epoxy totally works, so you can at least see that. So I hope this was helpful for somebody, because it's totally a part of it, failing, trying a thing. You're not going to be an expert the first moment that you try something new, whether it's plumbing or laying cement or carpentry or electrical or any DIY thing, building a shelf. You're not going to be an expert at it on the first day. You're going to have to mess it up to then get better. Give me a like, comment below, you know, if something's made you cry. It's okay. I'm right there with you. Or if you've, you know, thrown something. That happens too. It's definitely happened to me. I have a PayPal. You can find that link in the description below if you would like to fund a Beth the Builder project. Otherwise, I have new videos every Friday, and thanks for watching.